Hey Red Company, Rattlesnake Listen back here. This is the outro cutscene for Exozombies Infection that you get by saving 25 survivors. We found that out with Starburst and Blake, or Eclipse. These guys were awesome in helping me out, and I want you to listen to the first thing I'm going to cut up here. We're going to have a nice, decent discussion here about this trailer. I'm not just going to show you the trailer and then leave. There's a point to it. We got to actually talk about it. So I want you to listen to what Lilith says right here. A big takeaway right there is that Lilith actually recognizes what's going on, or at least recognizes the voice that's been coming over the radio. Now, the reason I stop here in the video is obvious if you know what you're looking for. The ship coming down is not our typical warbird that we've been seeing throughout the series. We have our Atlas warbird that I show on screen right now, but it's clearly a different warbird, which again we're going to see in a couple seconds that it's a Sentinel warbird, opening up a variety of storylines and a variety of options that Raven Software, who develops Exozombies for Sledgehammer Games, has a lot of opportunities to take the storyline in any direction they so choose now. So let's continue, and I'll keep telling you my thoughts and ideas. From here, they start shouting at our heroes, telling them to get on the ground. They start shouting at them to get their weapons down, and they're now surrounded by many Sentinel forces. We actually see three gunships come in. We finally get a look at the Sentinel logo. Everyone's extremely hostile to our 4 survivors, even though we've been saving people and sending them off to Atlas. Now, later on, he'll say they've been doing a number on their brains, meaning we could have been sending people from these bases to Atlas for research. We could have been sending all kinds of people that are just in trouble now because we're sending them to the bad guys Atlas. But it's not as obvious that Atlas and Sentinel, good guys and bad guys, we just might be a party caught in between 2 people. And it's really a darn shame to see that our heroes might be screwed in this war, one versus the other, and might be used as puppets to get back at Atlas or to get back at Sentinel. So we'll continue. As we move forward, we actually see Lilith recognize Sentinel, which is interesting to me because she seems to know almost everything. Besides Oz, who seems to know that this is all a game and Atlas is playing with them, Lilith knows a lot of the government secrets. They know a lot of the Atlas secrets. She knows that Sentinel was a big problem for Atlas at some point. Now, that's given we're going off the standard storyline. It's very possible that this is a parallel storyline to the actual campaign. So you know how Gideon was pulled off the ship and died in the first real look at Exozombies, which was the end of survival when he gets pulled off in the ending cutscene. Lilith may know this new storyline. She may know all these new implications. Maybe some of the things with Briggs and Irons didn't end up happening. So it's something to keep in mind that we might be in a completely new universe. So we'll continue here. So approaching our characters right now is the head guy of this Sentinel force. He's telling us that Atlas is a number on our brain. So Atlas has been tampering with us, as we know. We are picked up and moved over into this new scenario. I'll show you in the cutscene afterwards, the opening cutscene for Exozombies, so I'll get to that in just a second. But I want you to take a look at this face and know it looks a lot and sounds a lot like Bruce Campbell. On screen, I'm actually showing you the actual actor. He's from Burn Notice. That's how I recognize him. And actually, the first time I played the map, I said, man, that sounds just like the guy from Burn Notice. Over the course of the game, you will hear this person, so this man in particular, the Bruce Campbell character, talking to you over the radio, telling you that he's coming to pick up survivors. He's calling in a bigger warbird. He can't pick up all 4 people as he continues to save survivors, which is interesting because we seem to have Atlas people saving the survivors. So it's almost confusing because the warbird that comes in is definitely an Atlas warbird. So that could just be Ravenswear being lazy, or it could be some kind of different meaning. I don't know which yet. I think it's just them being lazy and missing on continuity. So regardless of that fact, it's interesting to see that a high-profile actor, to a degree, is being contracted to play character, which means this should be our next main character. He'll be around for a bit, and he does end and close with "one of you has to go," which can mean a variety of things. It doesn't mean someone has to die. It means you have to go with me, you have to come with me. He could easily just motion with his gun for someone to move. Doesn't mean he's killing one of our survivors, but if he did, it's very possible. A lot of people theorize that it could be Lilith or Oz. Those would be the front runners. Oz seems to know what's going on, and Lilith recognized Sentinel and has a lot of potential to know private government secrets. So she could be going, and he might be replacing her in the next Exozombie map. Now, none of that's confirmed, none of that's for sure, but it is an interesting fact nonetheless. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the storyline.
When we met, we had only 2 things in common: the wrong place and the wrong time. When you're facing 1,000 mutant zombies eager to spoon out your brains, you learn to work together. Lilith shot her first gun that day. Like she was born to it.
Fuck! Jam!
Heads up. You're welcome.
As for Khan,
Son of a bitch.
he got his hands dirty for the first time in his life.
Incoming!
And Decker enjoyed it all a little too damn much.
Take that, you zombie shit!
We were lucky to have found each other, but our luck was running out as fast as our ammo.
Shit! What now?
You still got your fists and your teeth. Oz!
No!
Get off me, mother! Yeah? You want a piece of me, you maggots? Come on!
We should have died right then and there.
And welcome back. I hope you did enjoy that little bit of intro trailer for you guys for Exo Zombies. It explains it any better than any way I could, so there you go. I want you guys to actually listen and hear that. But I wanted to point out a couple things in this trailer because as it continues here, you're going to know it is Atlas setting them up in Burger Town, not Sentinel. So you see in the background, we can still make out the outline of a proper Atlas warbird. Now let's continue. Oz will go on to tell us how we should have died, but Atlas came in, felt gracious, and decided to save them that day. And I want to pause it right here just to check the name tag again, confirming, yes, it's still Atlas helping us, and you'll see it's continuing to be Atlas setting us up. We also put into those stasis bags we saw in the original Exo Zombies. So on the first map, those might have been live people, still okay in the experiment. So those bags can keep you alive and revive you to a degree from the zombies' attacks. And then Atlas drives us to Burger Town. Now, in Burger Town, there's infected rounds I want to address, and that is actually Atlas's way of attacking you. It's Atlas testing you. They can set off infected rounds by letting the infected gas out. Infected zombies can come to you, but also they'll stop different areas from being active. So you'll have Burger Town be shut down and you can't access it, and at round 33, it actually closes off 3 areas. So you're forced into the sewers, and you can only fight in the sewers when Atlas Command, Value Voltage, and Burger Town are all infected zones. So Atlas is still messing with you. They're still attacking with you. As we know from the ending of our other Exo Zombie games, you always hear someone from Atlas saying, interesting, they lasted longer than we expected, we're going to get boots on the ground, we got to go get them. And this is the results for that. So where does that lead us? It sets us up in many directions because Ravensware can take us anywhere they want. So with this idea that we now have Sentinel in the game, they're now trying to compete with Atlas in probably what is an alternate storyline compared to Campaign, where Gideon is now passed away, and Briggs is probably still in control, and Atlas is running tests on these Exo Zombies to use as weapons, most likely. Sentinel's trying to combat that, and they're trying to take out our survivors who are in the middle of that. Also, our survivors could be something special. That's why they keep using them as experiments, reviving them, and continuing along this whole Exo Zombie process. It could be something along the lines of our Super Soldier idea with Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen, where Richtofen was experimenting on them because they could handle Element 115. A lot of the time, people could not handle 115 without turning themselves. That was part of the original lore before the Origins ending. So they might be doing a spin-off of that as well. And it's interesting to see how it will be applied. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I didn't just want to make a trailer and then BS you guys. I really about the content, and I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to you guys as fans for me just to post something and be like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Let's have a discussion. Let's figure some stuff out. And I think it's going to continue in the direction with Sentinel, because there's no way they're going to hire an actor like that and not keep him around. They're not just going to get him for one little cutscene and one ending, because he's going to have a bigger role, and that costs the company too much money, and it's a bottom line dollar. This is a big cash grab, Exo Zombies, so we will see him return in the next Exo Zombie maps. I'm curious what you guys think. We will go in the next one. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think anybody will die? I personally don't think we'll lose any of our 4 survivors, but I'd be interested to know your thoughts below. And again, to unlock the ending, Starburst and Eclipse helped me find this out, and they found out getting 25 or more survivors will unlock that ending for you guys. So that's the easy way to get the outro, so you can feel good about yourself, give yourself high fives, and we can all be happier people. So I will talk to you guys later. I have all kinds of videos. This is probably wrapping up my Exo Zombie coverage for a little while. I just have a good video to do. But then I'm going to get back onto all of my other stuff like top 5s and theories on 5 nights and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So make sure to subscribe for it. I got lots of fun content coming out for you guys. And posters. Oh boy, posters and t-shirts are coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.